Live from the beautiful MAYAKOBA Resort just south of Cancun, day 3, final round, and 2 champions will be crowned today, both individual and team, and we can't wait to talk about it. Welcome to the Club 54 pre-show. I'm your host, Christian Crosby, and first order of business, there was a ruling overnight, so joining us today is Tournament Director of Rules. We have Brad Ullman, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, LIV Golf commentator Jerry Fultz. Could you take us through this?
Absolutely, Brad. First of all, thank you for joining us.
Certainly.
I know this is not how you want to be on TV with LIV Golf on Club 54, but we had the unfortunate incident overnight with Joaquin Niemann, who fanned his second shot into 13. That it does roll across the path. You see the red line. That is the penalty area. Some, like me, still call it a hazard. And then the next thing we'll see, he has already taken his penalty relief from the penalty area, dropped it on the path, placed it, and then what happens here?
Yeah, Joaquin did his relief correctly coming from the penalty area, but now his ball was on the cart path. He was taking relief from the obstruction, and as you can see here, from his nearest point of complete relief, he dropped outside of the 1 club length area, the relief area that he's afforded. So therefore, unfortunately, played from a wrong place and incurred a 2-stroke penalty.
How did this come to your attention?
You know, late yesterday evening, a member of our rules committee became aware of that just after seeing the replay and the review. So upon this morning getting to the golf course, we reviewed the video, reviewed the tape internally, Slugger White, the Vice President of Rules, and myself, and then brought in Joaquin to talk about him directly in the rules office. And after reviewing the video, there was no question that indeed he had played from a wrong place and unfortunately got that penalty.
So how did he take the news?
Yep, like the gentleman that he is, he looked at it and was very clear that he had played from a wrong place, and he took it very well. I'm sure receiving a 2-stroke penalty at that point in time this morning was not what makes him the most happy, but at the same time, he understood the circumstance 110%.
Well, he's probably too young to remember. It wasn't that long ago in our lifetimes in golf that this would have resulted in a disqualification, correct?
Yeah, just right before the major rules change in 2019, 2017, it would have resulted in something unfortunate,
all right,
more so than a 2-stroke penalty.
All right. Well, Brad, we appreciate you joining us. I know you got a lot of stuff going on. Thanks for your time.
Yep,
and,
thanks for having me.
And let's hope for a great finish.
That's right, we'll be.
All right,
thanks, Jerry.
Man.
Thanks so much, Brad. And of course, Jerry, we have a tweet here from Torque GC about the news. Let's take a look at this. Extra work for Torque troops, no problemo. Let's go, Torque. So, Jerry, what does this do? Does this motivate this team?
You're talking about 4 young Latin players with a ton of fire. They won 4 times last year. They think they're the team to beat. This is, it's a minor setback. They're all going to be just that little bit extra focus to make up for a mistake, an honest mistake by Joaquin Niemann. The biggest mistake was that he didn't call for a rules official before going through the procedure, even though it's a pretty simple procedure, and none of the other guys in the group actually realized that he was taking an incorrect drop. But nobody's ever taken 2 club lengths from a cart path. It was simply a mistake, but this is going to fire them up quite a bit.
So I was thinking, so that goes both ways now. How does this affect the entire competition? Because everyone trying to make it happen today is probably more fired up too, Jerry.
Well, when you look at it from an individual standpoint, the guys who aren't playing in the final grouping, that's Burmester and Rahm alongside Niemann, they knew they had a really good chance getting off to a good start today to catch him if Niemann didn't, go nuts again and shoot something ridiculously low. But then you had the guys behind him, say the penultimate group, the first group off of number 1 tee today, Brooks Koepka, Charles Howell III, our defending champion, and Sergio Garcia. They needed a little help from Joaquin today for them to have a realistic chance to catch him. They got it unexpectedly overnight, and they're going to be very, very focused to try and take advantage of that early today.
Well, let's talk about these individuals. We're going to have 2 champions today.
Right.
Burmester yesterday. Yeah. My goodness.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Let's take a look at somebody. Look at this. He's right there getting warmed up. Let's talk about yesterday and what this new news means for today for him.
Well, again, it provides a little more optimism of his chance of, number one, playing alongside one of the most intimidating guys in all of golf, Jon Rahm, but also trying to chase down the hot hand in Joaquin Niemann, who's playing incredible golf. I talked to Dean yesterday after his round. He's such a laid-back, likable guy. And he's like, how about that? That's pretty good. Yeah. I go, heck yeah. He goes, and he knows who he's playing against. He knows the major champions around him. He knows how great a player, the whole world knows how great a player Joaquin Niemann is. And he's like, golf ball doesn't know who's hitting it. I'm just going to go out there and do my thing.
Well, it was so much fun to watch yesterday. Let's talk a little bit about Jon Rahm.
Yeah.
What does this mean for a player like Jon Rahm?
You know, I don't remember the exact circumstances, but there's been a couple of occasions in his PGA Tour career where he has been on the bad side of a type of ruling like this, where it is instituted after the completion of play. One of the two times that I remember, he came out victorious. He knows how determined this is going to make Joaquin Niemann, but on the flip side, he came into this week with one goal and one goal only. That was to win, well, maybe two goals, to see if Legion 13 could get off at their very first tournament with an inaugural win. But win and win only, that's what the great champions live for. That's what they strive for. That's what they work so hard for. And he's going to go out there as determined as ever with a little, you know, he knows he got a little bit of help, and he doesn't want to squander this opportunity.
Well, let's talk team now. What does that mean for a team like Legion 13?
You know, it's really,
it's close now.
It's really interesting. What you're going to hear today during the broadcast is, I mean, the greatest line to summarize and to encapsulate what the new rules change is. All 4 scores count today on round 3. There is nowhere to hide. Now you look at a very recent young pro on the Legion 13 team. You see him over there to the right, Kieran Vincent. He's 5 over. His performance today is going to mean so very little in individual points and individual money. But his performance today for the team is going to be huge. He's unproven. His resume is good, but it wasn't great in amateur golf. And he doesn't want to leave his first tournament as a member of Legion 13 and captain Jon Rahm as the reason his team didn't win. He's going to be feeling so much internal pressure out there today, you can't even describe it.
Sounds like a lot of pressure he's going to be going through. Now, from what you've seen from him, do you think he'll be able to step up to the plate through that pressure?
That's a great question. The people who tuned in to watch the LIV Golf promotions at Abu Dhabi right at 2 months ago now saw him in a playoff, a three-way playoff for 2 spots, and he clutched up. I mean, he clutched up big time and got it done. He responded to pressure there. That's probably the biggest pressure he'll ever face in his life, because that was life-changing. That was a life-changing, career-changing accomplishment. So yes, I think he can do it. The problem is, at 5 over par, it's obvious he doesn't have his best stuff. And again, there's nowhere to hide. You can't fake it around this course.
So in all, it's going to be a really, really close one today.
It's going to be so many people.
I'm so hype about this.
I feel bad for our producer, Keith Ursuline, because he has to keep track of so many people because there's so many storylines, and that is what makes LIV Golf so addictive.
Can't wait to see it. And in spite of that penalty, Niemann still stands at 1 at the start of the day. Let's take a look back at his incredible 59.
Day 1 of the 2024 LIV Golf League is finally upon us.
Nice there from Niemann.
Joaquin Niemann in the early stages here has an opportunity to tie the lead, and he takes it.
Yeah, I was feeling great. I was having fun playing with Brooks and Dees. It was pretty cool too.
Let's get out to the 11th and Joaquin Niemann.
He catches the ball in the middle of the face. Oh, where did that go?
He's now 9 under.
Don, did you say that his caddy has acknowledged that 59 is well in play here?
Oh, right on the number.
Joaquin Niemann to continue this scintillating round of golf.
There it is.
Once I got to 11 under or 12, I don't know. I didn't realize if the course was par 72 or 71, and I didn't want to do the math.
Staggering display today by Joaquin Niemann.
Today, I mean, it's got to be Joaquin, right? I don't know what's going on that first hole, but possibly another round in the 50s.
All eyes now on the man from Santiago, Chile. Joaquin Niemann has produced a remarkable round of golf.
Very nice round. It was pretty impressive ball strike today.
It's the second sub-60 round in LIV Golf history.
59? What do you mean, how was it? Unbelievable.
59! Thanks for your patience. 59? Did not see that happening, let's just say that.
Yeah!
The driving range is absolutely packed right now. Everybody means business today. So excited for the final round right here at the MAYAKOBA Resorts. We're having a good time. The talented players on the LIV Golf League are some of the best bunker players in the world. But how good are they from the beach? Torque GC and the Fireballs headed out to the Caribbean to find out.
Right at the beach, and we're gonna see which team can get the most balls inside the square.
Didn't you get some practice for this last year in Jeddah? I'll go first.
Good luck.
No me está gustando esto, que el capi hace 0 y yo no hago ni uno.
¿Qué tan grande está el?
De distancia perfecta,
12 pies por 12 pies.
De distancia perfecta.
3-pointer. Zapatita.
Es todo calidad.
Parece que vaya a hacer bowling.
Están hablando bastante, ¿no?
Grounding. Cámaras de regalo. Cámaras como cuando se pone contento. Dame cosas, cámara.
Short.
4 iguales.
Short.
No, Anter, dame respuestas, ¿eh?
Nunca había escuchado de algo así.
¿Metas? Vamos, para el empate. Prórroga.
Whole lot of fun. Make sure you guys check that out. Everyone is tuning in from all over the world. Social media is going crazy. And here are some fans from yesterday and some of our favorite tweets here. Jerry, what do you think about some of these tweets? I always love tuning in.
I like synthetic oil on the rack. Cold one in hand. Man after my own heart.
All right, take a look at these tweets here. Jerry, you were saying that you love to see some of these here. We had some fun ones yesterday.
Yeah, people all over the world tuning in and showing us where they're watching. That's pretty cool. You see dogs, you see kids, you see beverages, you see incredible man caves and beautiful backdrops. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
All right, you ready to have some fun with me?
Sure.
Jerry?
Yeah.
All right,
What do you got?
We're gonna have some fun with the fans in real time.
Okay.
We're gonna take a poll. Best beard. Best beard. Best beard. No, I'm Jerry. You look confused, but I'm
because I'm thinking it's a no-brainer with Rom's beard.
We're starting with John Rahm. Ben, so here's the deal. We're taking a poll. You can scan a QR code right now.
Wait.
So there's John Rahm, Terrell Hatton,
Abe Franklin.
Gotta love that one. Who's got the best beard? At LIV here. And there's Dustin Johnson, DJ.
He just looks cool. I mean, you don't even notice his beard because he exudes coolness like you. But now here's your competition right here.
Lucas Herbert's caddy.
Yes.
Nick Pooh from Ripper. There you go. I think this is an obvious one.
Well, that one though, when you have that beard, you can't hide what you had for lunch. You just can't do it. You got to be careful what kind of liquid you dribble too.
That's what makes it good.
Yeah.
That's what makes it good. All right, so we're actually going to take a look at the poll results here. Here's the 4 photos you guys can choose from, and then we'll get to laugh it out. All right, let's see. Who's got the best beard?
There you go.
And, of course, Herb's caddy gets it. Gotta love that, Jerry. I mean, are you shocked by this result?
No. That's going all day. That could change. Yes.
Thanks for being a good sport with this.
Oh, no, that's awesome. Yeah,
that's by a landslide for certain. All right, we're going to keep the show going and toss it over to Rachel Drummond over by the drivers. Check it out.
Here I am on the range, final day, and it's heating up. Same win as yesterday, it's definitely up. And here is Jason Kokrak. I'm just going to have a quick word with him. Jason, don't want to get in the way of Taylor. Great round yesterday.
Thank you.
Now the format has changed. You've been here since day one. Now 4 scores count on the final day. What's the team consensus?
I like our squad. We got a great team, top to bottom. I think it's a big change going to all 4 scores. I think you see it in the team championship final with all 4 scores counting. So, we all go out there and play our game. I think you got to set, the guys you're trying to play for them a little bit, but you have to just go out there and take care of your business.
I'll let you get on. Get your head in the game. Play well. Right, I've got a few fun facts for you as I turn around. Lucas Herbert behind me from the Ripper. Spoken with his caddy, Nick. Now he's working with a TrackMan. I'm asking what he's looking at number-wise. He's hitting numbers 50, 60, 70 yards, and then they're discussing how good his feel is to reel. So that's a great tip at home, trying to get those numbers good. Right, I'm going to keep on going. Taylor behind us. He's been working with Boyd Summerhays, always working on his game. He's the one I see here down here. We've got Mita Pereira with his foresight. Again, the wind is up today, so these guys are going to have a challenge. We've got a fellow Brit here, Paul Casey. Johnny Long Socks on the bag. He warms up with 50 golf balls, that's it. And he's got this string line down to help his alignment and help him see where he's going. Again, we spoke about it yesterday, P1, get your start point right. All these guys are doing it. We've got Bryson Forsyth working hard with his team, got his wedges checked before he came out here. Charles Hull III, best swing in golf. Pat Reed. Let's see if we can get Claude today. I'm going to nestle myself in here. I'm charging in. Is now a good time? No, now's not a good time. That's just what we wanted, day 3. We've got the man of the moment, Scott Vincent. I'm hoping he's got those good baby vibes. I have hassled Richard Bland all week, so I'm not going to hassle him anymore. 4 rounds, all scores count today. Let's go get to the action.
Great job, Rachel. Thanks so much. That was absolutely incredible. Joining us here, Dan Gamble, Head of Operations of Smash GC. Thanks for joining us, Dan.
Thanks, guys.
How you
Appreciate
feeling?
having us on. Feel great. You know, obviously, Tournament 1, you got a chance to win and get it done for the team, and a couple of new moves for us. So we're really excited to see what can unfold today.
Now, sorry.
Go ahead.
You're
the host.
I'm just so excited.
You're the host. You do your thing.
So some people would ask you, Head of Operations, what does a day-to-day look like for you?
Just making sure the players are organized, caddies even. You know, these guys, you know, their whole lives in book and travel themselves, you know, accommodations, but, you know, having more of an ops guy on board, you know, they trust me, be able to get the job done. That, making some strategic moves in the offseason, like I'm sure you're aware of, like trades and signing Graham and trading for Taylor. So involved with that a little bit. So, no, yeah, I mean, I'm thrilled with this offseason moves that we made, and I'm happy to see what unfolds today.
Who gives you the most grief?
Most grief is definitely Brooks.
Yeah, no
Brooks
question.
Yeah, I don't.
Question.
That was an easy answer.
Question for you, being around the team and the vibe and all that. Now with this 2-shot penalty, you guys have a much more realistic chance to win. Although any lead in the team golf counting 4 scores can dissipate. I made the point with Kieran Vincent, not playing his best golf, but Legion 13 having a chance to win, how much pressure is going to be on him. I feel the same way for Graham McDowell. Do you sense that amongst the team?
Yeah, I think, you know, and Graham being a veteran guy, you know, multiple Ryder Cup winner, I think he wants the pressure. I think he comes to a situation with Smash, you know, having an ability to win the first tournament of the year. You know, I know the Cleese kind of struggled last year. He didn't play his best, so I think the opportunity for him to kind of prove himself in Tournament 1 is huge, and I think he's a guy who just likes the competition side of it, so I know he's excited today.
Yeah. But there's been some off-season moves happening, so take a look at this feature with some of the off-season moves. Check it out.
With the movements in the off-season, the trade window, you know, some teams have kind of retooled.
We had threads going about it amongst ourselves, who's going where and what's going on.
I think, you know, Varner for Uline, the 4 aces, that was a surprising one to me.
Yeah, I thought, you know, really long and hard for about 3 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, I want Harold on the team.
Did I want to leave? Man, I could start right now.
David brings a lot to the team. He's got tremendous talent. He hits the ball a mile, great hands around the greens, a lot of confidence.
I think he brings youth, enthusiasm. He brings a lot of power.
It's a difficult call and a difficult decision. You know, I love my other team, but these are my boys. You know, these are the people I was already traveling with, and now we're finally together.
I think Carlos going to talk. I think they're going to be a really strong team this year. They played well last year, and I think they're going to be better this year.
Right off the surface, I've always wanted Wolf. I believe in what he can do.
I said yes immediately because it sounded like an unbelievable gig for me, and with Peter joining the team as well, it was a no-brainer.
The next team that's going to get their nose up there now with the trades is Smash, if I had to pick one team.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. If you've got an opportunity to get Taylor Gooch, you go get him.
Yeah, this offseason made a little change. No longer wearing pink this year, and hopefully for a long time moving forward, we're going to be with Smash.
And Dan, just so you know, Smash is my team. At the very first event in London 2022, I appointed myself Associate Director Assistant to the in-laws of the Secretary of Entertainment for Smash. But I got to tell you, I love the hat. A lot of people have been chiming in online that they love the hat. They want to know where to buy it and why the upside-down logo. And where's mine?
Great question.
Well, I know they have them at the merch shop right now, you know, so anytime you're able to free, I know you're a busy man with all those titles.
Yeah.
But anytime you get a free chance to stop on by, they are over there on the shelves. I don't know how many are left. hopefully we're doing pretty well over there. But to answer your question, I do think it's a little trend going on, just based on social media and having the players wear it and a little upside down. It's just a little catchy.
Yeah.
I think it catches your eyes.
And sure, it's cool, Jerry. It's a cool.
Well, anything's going to look good
Nice
on him
lid.
and you. It takes really cool to look good on me.
Yeah, it's a new lid. I don't know if your demographic, but I think Smash's demographic, I think we're doing all right.
Take a look at this tweet. And Jerry, I know you got to run to get to the main show.
Thanks,
Thank you
man.
so much for joining me in the
knocked it out of the
free.
park this week.
I appreciate you as always here on Club 54. Dan, stay with us. We got more to come here. But man, are we excited? It's the final round here in MAYAKOBA. Absolutely excited today. The beauty of LIV Golf is that the players let you into their lives and allow fans to get to know them better. Taylor Gooch had our crew over this offseason for a peek into his life as a girl dad.
It's her last day of school for Christmas break. She's going to be very excited about that. She loves her friends, loves her school stuff.
Ready to go, girl?
We're ready now.
Go see your friends.
I know we're going to go see her friends.
You want to go really fast?
Yeah.
We can go really fast, girl. Ready, set, go! Is that fast?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are we, girl?
School.
You like school?
Yeah.
Do you want your sunglasses?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah, there we go.
was one side.
Oh, yeah, wrong side. There you go. You want to put your jacket on? Okay. Here. It's back here.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Can you wave? No? There we go.
Gooch gang, hashtag Taylor Gooch. Gotta love it here. Look at this tweet. I love it. I'm going to talk to you, Dan, about Taylor and just how great it's been to have him since the offseason. But fans, if you want to tweet in, we'll put your stuff up on the screen and get you Twitter famous. All you got to do is participate. But that's one from, of course, Smash GC. All right, Dan, how has things been different since the offseason with Taylor Gooch, and how great has it been?
I mean, Taylor's obviously a tremendous talent. Player of the year last year, did really well for himself. He's even a better professional in person off the course as well, as you kind of see that video being done. He's very easy to get along with. He's a leader. He's a veteran. He brings a lot of intangibles to Smash, and we're happy that he's on our team now. For
the diehard fans here, any behind-the-scenes info you can give us on Taylor, how he likes to work?
I would say he moves in the shadows. He's a guy that, you might not see around, but he's getting his work done in the gym, or he's watching videos at home and just trying to get that 1% better. And I think being an ultra competitor that he is, he always wants to get better.
Now, what would you say the biggest lesson learned from last season was as you're standing here now? What would you say?
I just think that, with Brooks being the guy that he is, he just wanted a couple more veteran guys on his team that can kind of take care of themselves. And, he didn't really have to worry about them. I think having Graham, like I said, being a, 20-year veteran on tour and multiple Ryder Cup winner, U.S. Open winner, and, having Taylor Player of the Year, and he's been doing it for a long time himself, having him on the squad, it makes things a lot easier.
How about the hair here? Check this out. What do you think about this here on the screen? Look good, play good, baby.
Yeah, he looks all business there. I know he's kind of like party in the back there for a half second last year, but I think he looks a lot better with the proper cut.
Which one do you prefer? This one here?
Yeah, I prefer that one.
Was this your idea?
I think Cam Smith can rock the mullet. I just don't know if Brooksy can pull off the mullet quite like Cam can.
I absolutely love it. Now, I want to talk about the difference between having a stacked team of veterans. What would you say stands out the most to you of having a full team of vets like that?
I think they're just going to rise up when the moment gets big. I think, they're not really going to feel a lot more pressure that, maybe a rookie or a guy that's trying to prove himself out there. I think you can really depend on them not giving up on the golf course and just being, like I said, a competitor, not giving shots away. And they want the pressure. They want to feel the pressure. That's the greatest thing about sports.
Now, I don't know if those of you viewing can hear the music blasting in the background. As you know, it's always high energy here. I got a question for you in a sec, but here's another tweet. Gym, tan, golf. Seems like a lifestyle. I'm seeing a 6-pack, a 8-pack, a 10-pack. I can't really make it out. It's just so many packs. Is that Brooks putting there? What's going on there?
Yeah, Brooks is putting. It looks like I don't know if that's maybe one of his off-season trainers in the background with tatted up, but no, he's enjoying it, and Brooks is quite a bulky guy, and so is he.
Now, I mentioned the loud music earlier because I heard you were at the Chainsmokers concert last night. No big deal. I want you to talk about the LIV Golf experience. It's so different.
I think
right?
It's great for the players and even like the caddies and staff to being able to kind of enjoy themselves after the round and more of that family atmosphere, and having a band out like them. They do a really good job in performing. And no, I mean, I just think it's just great to just do a little bit more, something more than golf. Being a shotgun start, having about 4.5, 5-hour rounds, the fans want to see a little bit more, and I think that just brings an extra element to the entertainment side.
Any of your Smash fans that are watching right now, last words for them. What do you want to tell them?
I'm hoping they're rooting us on and maybe get hold of this trophy at the end of the day and kick this year off right.
Dan, I appreciate you so much. Thanks for joining us here on the show, and good luck today.
Perfect.
Guys, we're going to check in with Sue-Ann and Dom. Dom, you're up first. What can we watch for today?
Jon Rahm has 18 individual worldwide wins. He's come from behind in 9 of them, so he's very comfortable in the position he's in. Ball striking, fantastic this week. #1 in greens and regulation. Putter, not so good. He's a little bit cold. If he's going to get the win today, his putter's got to heat up.
Well, that certainly wasn't the way Joaquin had wanted to start his championship Sunday. So how is he handling all of it? Well, I caught up with his caddy Gary as well as his brother Lucas on the putting green, and they said he is totally fine. He watched the video, he accepted the penalty, and moved on. He is not rattled by it at all. He is focused on what he needs to do today. He still has a 2-shot lead. Oh, and by the way, that got Torquay more motivated to do better today.
And here's a shot for some socials. Don't mind me. This is Arlo White's hotel room here. And I'm not even sure what type of critter this is exactly, but what I can share with you, this was sent in our production group chat, and Arlo was as calm as anyone could ever be. I don't know how he was able to do that, but speaking of Arlo, we have a hit from him and David Faraday. Arlo, David, what's going on over there?
Oh, our final day in paradise here, David.
Yeah.
It's going to be a shame to leave the sandy beach and the turquoise Caribbean Sea, but it should be a championship Sunday for the ages. And after Warco's penalty, the 2 strokes that he's now got to get back again, this is a very different golf tournament, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. As my grandfather used to say, this is a pig with a different snout. And I have no idea why he said that.
He was a wise man.
Yes, but 2 shots is really nothing, and it brings into play a bunch of other players. Brooks Koepka, Charles Howell, Patrick Reed, they're 6 behind now, and as we have seen from the first day, low scores are really possible. Wind not blowing nearly as hard today, and then from a slightly different direction.
Yep, Jon Rahm is lurking with intent. Championship Sunday should be a thrill ride, all 4 scores counted in the team competition. Anything can happen, and most likely will.
Big thanks to Arlo and David, absolute studs there. Thanks for that insight. And of course, Guy, 2024 promises to be the most exciting year yet for the LIV Golf League. New players, new teams, and great new venues. LIV Golf Fantasy is back in action with an exciting format that offers multiple ways to win. It's simple, y'all. You know the deal. Pick your team, compete against friends and foes, and family if you want, from around the world. Watch your team climb the pylon and win great prizes. But more importantly, you get to win bragging rights. It's fantasy, guys. Louder, it's another great way to enjoy the LIV Golf League. As you can see, it's a beautiful day here, live from MAYAKOBA Resort, just south of Cancun. Day 3, final round, and couldn't be more excited. Thank you guys for joining us here at the Club 54 pre-show. I'm your host, Christian Crosby, and I'll see you guys soon.